welcome inside Byron Kerr alongside former George Washington shooting guard Megan Nipe. And Megan, you're very familiar with this matchup between these two teams. You played in that game last year. What's it like to be in a different role this time?
It's definitely different, to say the least. Back home in Minnesota, I follow the games, I follow all the stats, but it's totally different to be here on the court in a dress and not a jersey.
Talking to Coach Lonergan earlier today, he definitely recognizes the well-rounded team DePaul has, especially in the two posts that are very effective, and guard Billy Garrett, who was last year's Big East Rookie of the Year. Thanks, EJ. So tonight's game is really a tale of Minnesota's high-scoring offense versus Rutgers' dominating defense. Minnesota coming off a loss, Rutgers coming off a win. Both these teams have a handful of keys to really focus on to be successful tonight. First, looking at the Gophers, point production and pace. Wanting to get up and down the floor a lot, get a lot of possessions. All right, Coach, the last game you played, you beat Rogers 4-0. That's actually giving you the 9th shutout of your season. How exceptional and how important has your defense been for you this year?
Well, it's been really good. We've, I think in the Metro, we've given up the second fewest goals.
So, Coach, this half, you have almost as many points as you did in the last game against Rutgers for the entire game. How have you been able to keep this game at the pace that you wanted?
Well, second chance points have been huge for us. I think we've got 10 points off of second chance attempts, and it was a big point of emphasis for us coming in here was to rebound.
And assuming the Knights will adjust their defense a bit based on Rachel Banham scoring, what might you adjust going into this second half?
Yes, well, they're very good defensively. We have a great deal of respect for their defensive ability, and it's going to be real important that we just make proper reads.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Listening in to the Cougars' defensive coaches, they were telling their players that the Falcons aren't setting up on offense exactly as they had thought, but they didn't seem too concerned. They've been able to kind of handle whatever Armstrong is throwing at them. The atmosphere here tonight, these fans, this school, tell me how special this win is tonight.
It's unreal. I think our crowd grows every game, and they have unbelievable support. Whether we win or lose, they're always here, so we can't do it without them. We really feed off of their energy, so when it's loud and crazy here, we take that and use it.
All right, great game. Good job.
Thank you.
Well, the spotlight of tonight's game is definitely the matchup between Rachel Banham and Kelsey Mitchell. Both not only the leading scorers in the Big Ten, but some of the leading scorers in the country. Rachel Banham scoring just under 28 points, and Kelsey Mitchell scoring just under 25, both with incredible shooting percentages. Well, when you add in their counterparts, Carly Wagner for Rachel Banham and Amaris Alston for Kelsey Mitchell, you have the top two scoring duos in the country here tonight. It's often said about babies and rookies that they're better seen than heard. Well, that explains my day here at the Minnesota Vikings. Rather than sitting down with the incoming rookies, I got a chance to catch up with some of the veterans to talk about their first days on the job and the lessons that they hope to pass down. All right, I'm Meg Nipe here with Gopher guard Rachel Banham. The Gophers just took down the Scarlet Knights. Rachel, 24 points on the night. You were hot early and often. After a bit of a tough weekend, what was your mindset coming into this game?
We knew we just had to get the win at home. You got to really get these wins, and because away games are really tough, so we just had to get this win at home.
And both you and Carly Wagner kind of had a boost on the scoreboard. You had Mulaney and Hedstrom really helped you out there in points. How does it change the makeup of your offense when you can get a little bit of something from everyone?
Yeah, I think that's when we win games. It's when everyone's contributing. Just when everyone's playing their role, we're so good.
And with only a handful of conference games left, from here on out, kind of what's your focus to really finish strong?
Defense and rebounding. That's just what we got to do to win games.
All right, thank you. Good job. Coach, in the first half, you were really able to draw fouls on DePaul and found Mike Henry in early foul trouble. How do you think that really changed the course of the first half?
We came out, we dropped the first pass out of bounds, then we settled down, we're really aggressive, trying to be strong with the ball. All right, I told them they're going to play really hard defense, but we got to take advantage of that and try to drive by our defenders.
And earlier today, you were a little concerned about the mismatches that DePaul had on you guys defensively. How do you think your team's dealing with that this half?
Pretty good. They did a good job dribbling right at John Capriva and going by him. We got to be aware of that, and we got to get him some help defense. He's really guarding a small forward. He's not used to that, so his teammates got to help him out.
Great. Thanks. Good luck, Coach.
Thanks, man.
Byron, back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Megan.